Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Abola, one of the social workers working with the women of Malaria, Uganda. I am in the Department of Mercy, and under Mercy we have 29 active families.
Families like that of Jimmy, who community have left behind, and their own families cannot support them because they seem like outcasts to the world.
We do this because these people fall under a category whereby society has abandoned them, and without help they fall in brackets that may die in a short time. So we come in to make sure that not only do we take the good news of the gospel to them, but we give them food to eat. We also make sure that they receive medical help from our medical partners during the course of the time. Now, we're looking at all the dimensions of life. If someone is now okay in terms of food, we make sure that they should be okay in terms of health too. This is done under a program called the Malaria Fund. Now, the Malaria Fund was initially designed to help children and very vulnerable people to get support, medical support, whenever they are sick. We know that most of the people in our community cannot afford to go and pay for these medical bills. So, under the women of Padel, with the help of Mama Oli, we were able to initiate this program to get these children treated and these people treated. Now, we are doing a lot of treatment. We are doing a big number. Before this, we would have so many deaths occur in the community because of malaria. I remember the last incident where we lost a school child to malaria. It was so devastating, both to us and to the parents. And an opportunity is here that is reaching out to the families and making sure that they get all the medical help. It is not basically malaria that we treat, but there are some other illnesses that we go ahead and treat because we find it's important to make sure that the people in our community stay safe.
We've been privileged to have this project, TWOPU, which is majorly malaria response. Our statistics gives it that in Uganda, per day, we are losing a number of 14. That is children ranging from age 2 to 5, including adults and pregnant mothers. I really must say that this project, TWOPU, has been a blessing to this community. Our data gives it that the majority of the clients that we have under this Malaria Fund happens to be the single mothers, happen to be families that are suffering gender-based violence, happens to be truly very vulnerable families. Thank you, TWOPU.
Apart from the medical bit of it, we also have a special medical treatment that we offer to people in the community. This year alone, we have been able to treat more than 5 serious cases. For instance, we had Mark Ojara. Mark, before the incident, was a very responsible man of the community. Unfortunately, Mark had an accident where he fell off a tree and got a stroke to his head. Mark lost all the hopes in life. Mark was a family man who had a family to feed, a wife, and 5 children. When the incident happened, Mark lost all that he had. He couldn't take care of himself, he couldn't medicate himself, he couldn't feed his family, and worse still, the friends he had made left him. But under the women of Padel, we were able to give Mark the right treatment. We had to take Mark for rehabilitation, we had to start supporting his family, and right now, when you look at Mark, Mark can walk without a walking support. Mark can stand and do something for himself.
Thank you for supporting me. What I want to say is only one thing. I owe all this to God because God uses her to support me. I was hopeless. I want to sincerely thank her for doing all this for me. I will always raise my hands to God. Thank you.
We also have Moses. In the year 2009, Moses had a gunshot. Moses was shot and then the bullets remained in his tummy. Moses would have pus coming out of his stomach every time. But through the women of Padre, Moses was able to receive treatment in one of the best facilities in this country. And as such, when you look at Moses right now, he had a good surgery and is all well. He's able to stand, go to the field, and support his family. And this is something that I can't take for granted. And thank you so much for whoever has been part of this journey. We've also had a case of Joseph. Joseph is the son to the administrator of Padre Community Church. Joseph was born a sickler. Joseph has been fighting with this, and this year, Joseph had a minor operation to check on his breath, but it didn't turn out well. Joseph had to be rushed to Mulago Hospital under the support of the women of Padre, and I'm so proud that right now Joseph is getting therapy because Joseph's parents were not able to support him, to get him the best medical help that he could get. And the leadership of Mama Oli, we were able to provide for Joseph and the family. I can't forget the story of Jacob. Jacob is a young man who, because of peer pressure, got indulged with drugs. Jacob got so much into drugs because of the family issues at home, and he lost his track. But right now, when we got Jacob, because he became mentally ill and he couldn't differentiate between good and bad. But as I speak right now, Jacob is undergoing therapy, and by the end of the 90 days, I'm proud to say that Jacob is going to come out a better young man with a future, just not for himself and his family, but for the whole country.
We might have lost a few of our people. For instance, we lost Richard to cancer, and then we lost Ronald to HIV/AIDS. But these are situations we couldn't avoid.
During the course of this year, when the country came to a lockdown, around 21st of March 2020, when the country came into a lockdown because of COVID-19. Now, COVID-19 brought the whole world to its knee, and our community wasn't exempted. But when everyone was running, because of the culture of Ugandans, people don't save that much, and people work in situations whereby they earn to mouth, they get to mouth. And as a result, when the lockdown was created in this country, they couldn't feed themselves, they couldn't feed their families. And the women of Padre came in to reach out and feed these families. We were able to feed over 350 families in the first and the second phase of the food supplies. And people, this has been of great help. It is something that they are all grateful for it. And I'm so proud that whereas we're spreading the gospel from one side, we are able to provide them with something to eat. I would want to say thank you so much to everyone who has been part of the Women of Padea this year. And then your leadership and your guidance towards the operation of this organization is wonderful. Thank you, everyone, and may God keep on providing for whoever provides to this organization in one way or the other. God bless you.